Hummingbirds are birds native to the Americas and constituting the biological family Trochilidae. They are the smallest of birds, most species measuring 7.5–13 cm in length. The smallest extant hummingbird species is the 5 cm bee hummingbird, which weighs less than 2.0 g. The largest hummingbird species is the 23 cm giant hummingbird, weighing 18–24 g. They are known as hummingbirds because of the humming sound created by their beating wings, which flap at high frequencies audible to humans. They hover in midair at rapid wing flapping rates, which vary from around 12 beats per second in the largest species, to in excess of 80 in some of the smallest. Of those species that have been measured in wind tunnels, their top speeds exceed 15 mph and some species can dive at speeds in excess of 22 mph. Hummingbirds have the highest mass-specific metabolic rate of any homeothermic animal. To conserve energy when food is scarce and nightly when not foraging, they can go into torpor, a state similar to hibernation, and slow their metabolic rate to 1/15 of its normal rate. A map of the hummingbird family tree, reconstructed from analysis of 284 of the world's 338 known species, shows rapid diversification from 22 million years ago. Hummingbirds fall into 9 main clades: the topazes, hermits, mangos, brilliants, coquettes, patagona, mountain gems, bees, and emeralds, defining their relationship to nectar-bearing flowering plants and the bird's continued spread into new geographic. While all hummingbirds depend on flower nectar to fuel their high metabolisms and hovering flight, coordinated changes in flower and bill shape stimulated the formation of new species of hummingbirds and plants. Due to this exceptional evolutionary pattern, as many as 140 hummingbird species can coexist in a specific region, such as the Andes Range. The hummingbird evolutionary tree shows ancestral hummingbirds splitting from insectivorous swifts, family Apodidae, and tree swifts, family Hemiprocnidae, about 42 million years ago, probably in Eurasia. One key evolutionary factor appears to have been an altered taste receptor that enabled hummingbirds to seek nectar. By 22 million years ago, the ancestral species of current hummingbirds became established in South America, where environmental conditions stimulated further diversification. Hummingbirds exhibit sexual size dimorphism according to Rentsch's rule, in which males are smaller than females in small-bodied species, and males are larger than females in large-bodied species. The extent of this sexual size difference varies among clades of hummingbirds. For example, the Melisogeny clade exhibits a large size dimorphism, with females being larger than males. Conversely, the Lophomythinae clade displays very little size dimorphism, males and females are similar in size. Sexual dimorphisms in bill size and shape are also present between male and female hummingbirds, where in many clades, females have longer, more curved bills favored for accessing nectar from tall flowers. For males and females of the same size, females will tend to have larger bills. Hummingbirds are specialized nectarivores and are tied to the ornithophilous flowers upon which they feed. This coevolution implies that morphological traits of hummingbirds, such as bill length, bill curvature, and body mass, are correlated with morphological traits of plants, for example corolla length, curvature, and volume. Some species, especially those with unusual bill shapes, such as the sword-billed hummingbird and the sickle-bills, are co-evolved with a small number of flower species. However, even in the most specialized hummingbird plant mutualisms, the number of food plant lineages of the individual hummingbird species increases with time. The bee hummingbird, the world's smallest bird, evolved to dwarfism likely because it had to compete with long-billed hummingbirds having an advantage for nectar foraging from specialized flowers, consequently leading the bee hummingbird to more successfully compete for flower foraging against insects.